Hello and welcome back to Europa Universalis IV Common Sense. So, we were choosing an idea group. Let's have a quick look. I think we were deciding between trade and exploration. Now, I like trade, I think it's good, but I think we have to go with exploration. I was thinking about maybe we were going to feed Scotland all of this and then we were going to colonise later. But, here's the thing. If we just colonise now, we get the entire trade to ourselves pretty much over here. Castile, I mean, they got their land back, but they're not fully recovered. Portugal, yeah, they might be over there a little bit. But I think that we are going to be absolutely uncontested, at least in North America. And once we do that, well, it's going to be pretty easy. We just bring all of our money that we get from over there back to us, and then we kill everyone. Another thing I want to mention, did add in a new mod, adds in thicker borders, so hopefully they're a little easier to see now. That's why I have it for me, but yes. Let's choose exploration. Double check it's the right one, quest for a new world. Sometimes I get exploration and expansion mixed up because the start of them is fairly similar, but exploration, go. And we almost have enough for a colonist. So again, we're going exploration. What do we want to do first? Well, we want to attack Norway so that we can get Reykjavik, and that will allow us to actually get to the new world. So where are all of our troops? Have some in Cornwall. And that's it. Oh yes, we lost a whole bunch in France. Kinda forgot about that. So, yes, we're also fabricating claims on Flanders. Give me a second, just to reacquaint myself. Fabricating claims on Flanders, because they are unconnected to anyone else. That would be just nice land to have. And we're improving relations with Scotland. Now, that makes a lot of sense. Really want to go to war with Denmark. When does it... Do we have a truce? I don't think we have a truce. Truces will expire. No truce with Denmark. Or with Norway. So we want to start fabricating some claims on Shetland and on... Is that Farona? I wonder whether it would be worth just giving Shetland to Scotland. Because we don't need everything to get over there. We can just give the odd bit of land. If we give Shetland to Scotland, I think they're in range of normal part of mainland Norway, and we could possibly give them a little bit more. So, who do Denmark have as allies? Oh, they're only allied with Norway now. Norway, Oh, Norway broke free. I don't remember that, but that's very important news. They're allied with Denmark, so it would just be Norway and Denmark. That's really good, because that means we can peace out Denmark separately, and Denmark are our rival, so we can get Humiliate, we can get all sorts over there. A lot of fun. Okay, so we want to stop improving relations with Scotland, and we want to start fabricating a claim on Norway. Let's do that right now. I don't think we already have a claim. Oh. Hate having to open up all of these up at the start of every session. Fabricate a claim on... Do we have a claim on Norway? Not Norway, on Shetland? Huh, we do. So we could just declare war. Well, given we have a claim on one, I think we should probably get the claim on the other. And that will give us a little bit of time to prepare for the war. Okay, these troops, let's, these ships, let's unmothball them and send them up to, Orkney. Transports, let's get them into Cornwall and we can start. I don't know where we want our troops to go. I think we just want to siege what will be the war goal, so Shetland. So we should make, is that Farona? We should make that our war goal. And the reason for that is that way we can transfer. I don't know if it matters, but we want to give this to Scotland anyway. I don't know if that matters at all, actually. Probably doesn't. Then we can take those two, and then I think we want to come back to the mainland. How many troops do Norway and Denmark have, coincidentally? Just want to know. Okay, so they have 10,000 troops. And Norway have 7,000. So that's 17,000. They have less than us. Would anyone join our war? In fact, do we have Sweden as an ally still? I can't remember where we got this. Yes. Yeah, so when we finish fabricating claims, we'll see if they'll come and join in. Do they have a truce of Norway in Denmark? Brandenburg, and they're at war of Mecklenburg, Brunswick, and Utrecht. So they would probably join against Norway. That would be perfect, actually, if they would join against Norway. Because that's really why we have them. And we could maybe give them Gotland back or something in the war, and that'd make them like us. Okay, so no manpower, can't get any more troops. Let's just let it go on. Got to work out where our troops were going to be stationed. Well, if we get Sweden as an ally, I think what our first obvious move would be to where did our stack go? Right, there's a stack of heavies. We'll bring them back to Cornwall. I think our first obvious move will be to take the heavies and transports after we we'll just put them in one thing, and then we'll, after we get all of this, probably land in Sweden and then move our way into Norway. Assuming Sweden doesn't just win the war for us straight. Like, Sweden could probably beat both Denmark and Norway, can't they? How many people does Sweden have? 14,000. So Sweden's not as strong as I'm giving them credit for. I mean, individually they're stronger than one of them. They're not stronger than both. Maybe Portugal might join in? Probably not. Scotland will join in though, because they're a vassal. Yes. Anything else we need to do? We could build province improvements. Not going to do that though, because that'll cost us monarch points, and we're currently trying to save up. Gonna grab our first colonist. Let's grab him here. We could have not grabbed him and just left it for a while, but there's really no reason not to grab an idea group early. It doesn't get any cheaper. Madeira has been spread. Okay, so there's a bit of colonization happening already, although I think they have that at the start of the game. Portugal. Wonder why that spread to us. It must be after a certain number of years from discovery. No, is it 55 years since the game started? 25 years since the game started? Yeah, 25 years. That would make sense. So maybe after 25 years of it being discovered, it's just discovered for everyone? Maybe for allies or something? Nice to know how that worked. So our war with Flanders, do we want to do that first? Before they get eaten by someone else? Because, I mean, we could land in Calais and fight that. They actually look a bit stronger than Norway and Denmark, to be honest with you. Which is weird to say. But they've got 9,000 troops by themselves. Burgundy have 5,000, so they are almost as strong, but I don't think we would have Denmark and Norway there. Like, I don't think we'd have Sweden, sorry, there to help us. Sweden won't join. Due to war exhaustion in their other war. Now we have a claim. Would they join? Oh, we already had a claim. Yeah. Due to the war exhaustion, Austria won't join because they're in debt and they're fighting another war. Portugal won't join because it's really far away. Huh. So here's the question. Could we fight Norway and Denmark by ourselves? Possibly. I mean, they wouldn't be able to reach our mainland. I don't really want to fight Norway and Denmark by ourselves. What it might be worth doing is just waiting a little bit for our manpower to recover. Are Sweden special interest? Yes. So it should tell us when their war ends. And the moment their war ends, we can get them into this war. So it's just a matter of waiting and letting everything recover. Which shouldn't be too bad. We are in a little bit of an awkward state. Have we got all of our embargoes going? Yup. We could get an insult for another 5 power projection. Who are we going to insult? How about Aragon? They're a rival, right? We're embargoing them, so I hope they're our rival. There's send insult. Send an insult. Perfect. That gets us an extra 5 power projection, bit more trade power, morale of armies, all that. Denmark is no longer our rival. Okay. Burgundy is no longer considered Austria rival. Man, who did they set? Teutonic Order instead. Okay. They're still a valid rival for us though, which is fine. If they're not, we can. Oh, they're not. Okay. Hopefully we can. We have no valid rivals. Do we have to wait till the end of the month or something? We can stop Denmark. We can stop that embargo on them. Let's wait till the end of the month and see if we can rival anyone else. I'm sure we must have people we can rival. No, we have no more rivals that we can have. Interesting. I guess everyone likes us then. Yeah. Sweden, are you out of war yet? Was the war even over? Let's see if we can find out. So maybe we could enforce peace. Relations, current wars. Okay. Looking for the one that has Sweden in it. And I'm totally... Oh, there we go. There's Sweden. Limburgian conquest of Rupin. Okay. So we can't. We shouldn't be able to enforce peace because it's not a defensive one. I think we would have to go to war with Sweden to do that. If I understand that right, they are sieging down a little bit though. Okay. Well, I suppose we should get our troops up to Orkney then, and prepare for the war. Come on. Stability or money? Well, we have more money than I know what to do with, so stability. It's awesome. Could we improve any provinces? What do we have? What would be good? Local tax modifier and marketplaces. See, I don't really want to waste monarch points on them. That's my only issue with it. Because every monarch point that we waste on, well, that we use, shouldn't just call it waste because that is innately biased. Every monarch point that we use on one of the buildings here will mean that Scotland is further away from being vassalized. And that's going to be for free, and that'll just make us innately stronger because we'll have the extra admin points. If we were to make marketplaces that cost diplomacy, that's going to make our idea group go along slower, which wouldn't be good either. And if we made our military buildings, that would make our military tech groups go slower, which would mean that we'd be behind on military tech and we'd just lose battles. So it's not really that smart to do any of it. I think we need more transports though, because we're missing like one troop every time. Let's go to 10 transports. We'll just get one more cog. Is there somewhere where it builds quicker? Nah, they're all pretty much the same. We'll stick it in Yorkshire. Right. Sweden. Oh, Sweden are out the war. They'll join us. Right? Yes, Sweden. Do we want to call in Denmark as co-belligerent? Denmark only has Norway as an ally. Norway only has Denmark as an ally. So yes, we want to call them in as co-belligerent. Let's go. Okay. People, get on the boats. Move them out here. We want to split apart our heavy ships. We want to send our heavy ships straight in to fight Norway and Denmark. They actually... Norway doesn't have that many ships itself. Let's have a look. We got some military alliances gone through. They have pretty much no ships, and I mean, Sweden has enough to get everything that's in the inland sea, which means that galleys are stronger in there, and they have a lot of galleys. And we have the heavy ships for if they try and go into the North Sea. So nice and easy. Is this where the port is? Yep, it's on that side. Let's put our troops in. See how that went. They have... Where did all their boats go? It's a good question. Well, Sweden has them blockaded here. We can go searching. So we'll kind of head up here and then we'll head back to Orkney. Okay. Also, how many people do they have on those, like, how many rebels do they have over here? It's not good. Ah, our trade ships took out one. So they maybe have 4 ships between them. They have 6. That's going to be difficult to get through. Yeah, I guess we'll just wait for this army to finish, and then we'll send our leader across. Do they have a leader? No leader. Okay. So if we had anybody who had the slightest, you know, thought of having maneuver, we'd be fine. But we don't. I really like how when they're, for islands, because there's no fort there, it's really quick to capture. Probably wouldn't like it if I had the rebels on the islands, but I don't. So it's fine. 9 versus 6, we're going to take a -2 penalty. And yes, we're also going to take a penalty from... yes, we're going to take the -2 penalty, but we're going to get +1 on the fire phase. But we should have more troops. Wait, what's Norway's tech? That's interesting to know. 5, our tech is 5. So yeah, there shouldn't be any difference between our troops and their troops, except that we have more. Just waiting for the exciting battle. Okay, so we get the -2 penalty. We have more troops. We do have more cavalry. I don't know if that makes a single bit of difference. Excuse me. Single bit of difference. I think it might actually mean that we lose. Or we're losing anyway. Can we retreat back to the boats? Yes. Good. So what we'll do is we'll retreat back to the boats. We'll go and swap out the troops in Orkney for new troops. And we'll... so let's take this 10 stack. We'll assign a new general to it. Attach. And we'll take our 9 stack of transporters out again, and we'll send them in here. They now have about half morale, and we have double the troops now. Okay, Granada we just lost a war to Portugal. Oh, and they lost all their alliances. RIP Granada. It was nice knowing you. Okay, so this was much easier. That should finish within the month, because it doesn't have a fort nearby. I really hope that Norway doesn't have a fort up in its islands over there. That would be really annoying. I should probably check how Sweden are doing. Oh, Sweden are destroying because Denmark can't actually help because they don't have any boats. And they've got all the straight crossings captured. Oh, Venice lost a lot. So they lost Croatia and Naxos, which means that Naxos is going to be Ottoman land. And yes, Croatia is going to die very quickly. I don't think I've ever seen Croatia live when it's been released. I think it's a new colour though. I think it used to be green, but that was quite definitely purple. Okay, troops out. They have no forts here. Yeah, weird. I would definitely expect it to have found a fort by now. Well, that's fine. If they don't want to protect their land, we'll just take it. us land and pick up the troops. Then head round here and we will pick up these troops. Savoy is losing to France, so France have got even larger. Yeah, France are slowly taking over the entirety of Europe. That's very worrying. Especially given that they did it right after a war with us. So they lost a whole bunch of troops, and then they're just like, nope, we're going to win the war. So we're going to go and restock in Orkney again, and then we'll probably go and attack mainland Norway. It looks like some Norwegian troops may have sneaked over to Sweden and stolen a fort. And that's why Sweden are here? Yeah, it's Norway occupied, so that's why Sweden's over here. So this isn't a fort, is it? I really don't know how to tell. I think there's a fort map mode that I'll need to work out which one it is quickly. This one? Yeah, so it wasn't a fort. Okay. Anyway, I think we're going to end the episode here. Next time we're going to go and attack mainland Norway and Denmark, see what we can get out of them. And yeah, probably start colonizing next time if we get to the next idea group. See you then. Goodbye.